are tuned in to the NUC NFL Draft Bible Players Spotlight Show.
Coprich inside the 5. Will power his way. Touchdown, Marshaun Coprich. This is Marshaun Coprich on this first down carry. Look at him burst outside the numbers. The zone read, and this is Marshaun Coprich. Look at a cutback inside the 5. Run the stretch play to Marshaun Coprich.
Welcome back to the NUC NFL Draft Bibles Player Spotlight Show. I am your host, Chris Shanafelt. We are presented by the College Gridiron Showcase. To nominate a player for the 3rd Annual College Gridiron Showcase and Symposium, log on to cgsallstar.com. Stay tuned for our 2017 College Gridiron Showcase watch list presented by the NUC NFL Draft Bible. It will be posted immediately following the 2016 NFL Draft. Follow College Gridiron Showcase on Twitter at CGS All-Star. Follow NFL Draft Bible at NFL Draft Bible. Visit the website NFLDraftBible.com. The College Gridiron Showcase, it's not where you play, it's how you play. And look, every year we all have our favorite prospects, right? And I have no shame in saying that our next guest is one of my favorites in this year's draft class. They don't call him Young Bull for no reason. He does everything you want your running back to do. He could run inside, outside. He's a fantastic blocker and, of course, could catch the ball out of the backfield. It's always a pleasure to welcome on the 2-time Missouri Valley Football Conference Offensive Player of the Year out of Illinois State University. He's running back Marshaun Coprich. And, Marshaun, we appreciate you, as always, for taking some time this afternoon. How's the pre-draft process been treating you as we are now 9 days away from the 2016 NFL Draft?
It's treating me good. I mean, just talking to teams, finishing up, and just continue to increase my work ethic. Just the grind never stops.
Mm-hmm. Of course, you were down in Indianapolis for the NFL Scouting Combine, where you ran anywhere from a 4.38 to a 4.47 40-yard dash. And, of course, you were able to better a few numbers at the Illinois State Pro Day. You added 4 inches to your vertical leap with 38 inches, and you added about 3 inches to your broad jump with a 9.6. Now that you know all the numbers that you put up at the Combine, at the Northwestern Pro Day, and at the Illinois State Pro Day, are you satisfied with how you were able to perform at all 3 of those events?
I mean, yeah. I mean, those are just agility drills, but I'm just ready to play football, what I know I'm really good at.
Yeah, I'm sure you're ready to just get a helmet and put the pads back on and not have to worry about this anymore. Of course, look at the bright side. You ran your last 40-yard dash. You don't have to worry about anything else, any of that anymore. Now you could look to the future and look to, obviously, getting back on the field. Was there any questions about your game that you want to answer in front of the scouts that were in attendance at those pro days at the Combine? Was there any questions that you want to prove to them that you were capable of doing what it was that they may have questioned?
Yeah, kick return, which I did early in my college career, and pass blocking and catching, what they seen I could do from film and me doing it live in front of them at pro days and at the Combine.
And what has the feedback been like? I mean, have you been able to get any feedback from any of the scouts or personnel that have been there to watch you live at these events?
Yeah, I mean, talking to kickoff, they let me talk to their special teams coach, GMs. They really just tell me they like me, but you just got to wait till draft day.
Again, he's the 2016 NFL Draft prospect, Marshaun Coprich, the running back out of Illinois State University, here on the NUC NFL Draft Bible Player Spotlight Show presented by the College Gridiron Showcase. And, Marshaun, you ran for over 5,200 yards, 59 touchdowns in essentially just 3 seasons there at Illinois State for the Redbirds. Of course, you guys have been one of the top teams in all of the FCS over the last couple of seasons. You guys nearly knocked off North Dakota State in the FCS National Championship game in Frisco, Texas. What would you attribute your success to over the last 3 or 4 years to, both individually and team-wise?
Just us, the team and everybody just working every day, going in there like it's a game with the same demeanor, and then just constantly getting better. And I'll just say the coaches being tough on us, making sure that we're getting our stuff done. And then us just all clicking as a unit and going out there to fight every game.
If you could single out one game, tell the scouts to go back and watch. What game would you suggest and why?
South Dakota in the snow for the NGC championship.
Nice. So you had it all. You had to lay it all on the line, and you certainly did that. Certainly a game to go back and check out again against South Dakota. What do you feel separates you from any of the other running backs in this year's draft class, Marshaun?
My vision, my way to accelerate upfield, my one-cut ability, my special teams ability, my pass blocking. I could pass block and read defenses, and my catching.
Okay, and yeah, I mean, you obviously have the full package. Again, one of the more fun players to watch in this year's draft class, no doubt about it. Now, I've seen guys that have had you listed in their top 5 in this year's running backs class, Marshaun, and I've seen guys that have left you completely off, which is really mind-blowing. Obviously, none of that matters in the end. All that matters is where the 32 NFL teams have you and where that one has you that will be that you'll be suiting up for this upcoming season. But where would you rank yourself among this year's running back class? I mean, do you feel you're the best back in the country?
Yeah, I definitely do. I mean, everybody's going to disagree because it's market level competition, but I feel you watch the tape and I'll produce everything that you need to see, and I continue to grow and just get better.
Yeah, and obviously some of the best that have played the game have come from the FCS, so certainly, I mean, a lot there, no doubt about it. Give us a brief scouting report on yourself, if you could, Marshaun. What do you feel is your biggest strength, and what is one thing that you feel that you could still improve on?
My biggest strength is my pass blocking, my one-cut ability, my vision, and I'll just continue to work on everything. I don't feel like I got no weakness, so I can just keep increasing everything.
Absolutely. Now, obviously, Marshaun, a lot of talent is leaving Normal, Illinois this offseason, and, of course, including yourself, Trey Roberson, I mean, David Perkins, and really the list goes on. Should we expect a little bit of a drop-off from the Redbirds this coming season, or should we still expect them to be one of the top teams in the Missouri Valley?
Still expect them to be one of the top teams in the Missouri Valley. Those coaches do miracles, and we got players coming up that's about to start and get on their path to where they're trying to be, and it's going to be another great season for them.
Yeah, the offense, obviously a new era there for the offense with quarterback Jake Colby and then running back Jamal Towns. Again, we're chatting with the versatile All-American running back out of Illinois State, Marshaun Coprich, here on the NUC NFL Draft Bible Player Spotlight Show presented by the College Gridiron Showcase. And Marshaun, when did it become more clear that a professional football career may be in your future? I mean, I'm sure it's always been a dream, but when did you realize you had a legit shot at making football your job?
When I was younger, when I just loved going to practice and playing in the games, scoring touchdowns, that's when I started to realize it. And then I used to watch the NFL Network all the time, the Combine, and just watch different players and just see what they do, their different ways of playing, and just continue to watch football.
And, of course, you're well on your way. I got to think it was pretty surreal participating in the NFL Combine, something that you said, you've been watching for years now since you were a little kid. I've seen comparisons to Darren Sproles, Thomas Rawls, and Maurice Jones-Drew, all drawn to you, Marshaun. How do you feel about those comparisons? And is there a current or former NFL player that you've tried to mold yourself after, maybe take bits and pieces of their game and add it onto your own?
Sean McCoy, Marshawn Lynch, and Tyrann Mathieu.
Okay. And you know what? I believe I asked a similar question at your pro day, and Tyrann Mathieu was another player that you brought up. Pretty much just for, I mean, obviously you both played different positions, but pretty much the physical part of the game that he brings to the game of football. Is that right?
Yep, and just the mentality of being a savage. You could go out like he's 5'8", I think 185, and he go out there and play like he's the biggest player and just hitting players in the mouth. That's what I love about his game. Yeah,
and you know what? He goes down with an injury and he comes right back the next season, bigger, faster, and stronger than ever. Marshaun, we really appreciate you taking some time this afternoon. Final question. Let's say an NFL general manager is listening to this very interview. Why should they want the running back out of Illinois State, Marshaun Coprich, a part of their team?
Because I'm coming in to work hard and prepare everybody on my team to produce and just go out there and win games and hopefully get that Lombardi Trophy.
There you have it. Marshaun, we appreciate it, man. Take care, and certainly wishing you all the best. Here we are just a little over a week away from the start of the 2016 NFL Draft.
Yep, thank you. Thanks for having me.
There he goes, Marshaun Coprich, Illinois State University, home of the Redbirds. Again, I mean, probably one of the more fun players. Well, not probably, certainly one of the more fun players to watch in this year's draft class. Certainly, probably a top 3 running back in my class. You could probably even make a very strong argument. He could be right up there with Ezekiel Elliott, fighting for that number 1 spot. Going to be interesting to see where he lands. Again, one of my favorite prospects in the 2016 NFL draft. Really just a fun ball player to watch. Obviously, me being in Illinois, I was able to watch him over at Illinois State over the last 3 years, and it's really been a ball. It's going to be interesting to see how the Illinois State Redbirds bounce back from losing a ton of talent in Marshaun Coprich, Trey Roberson, David Perkins on defense, Teddy Corwin. I mean, a lot of senior talent leaving Illinois State to get a shot in the NFL, and going to see a lot of Redbirds there in the pros. It'll be interesting, again, to see where Marshaun Coprich lands, whether or not he'll be a draft pick, maybe a priority free agent. I can't see him getting out of the 7 rounds of the NFL draft, though. So, again, special thanks to Marshaun Coprich, Illinois State running back, for joining the NUC NFL Draft Bible Player Spotlight Show. I'm your host, Chris Shanafelt. Of course, we're presented by the College Gridiron Showcase. To nominate a player for the 3rd Annual College Gridiron Showcase and Symposium, log on to cgsallstar.com. Stay tuned for our 2017 College Gridiron Showcase watch list, presented by the NUC NFL Draft Bible, which will be posted immediately following the 2016 NFL Draft. Follow College Gridiron Showcase on Twitter at CGS All-Star. The College Gridiron Showcase, it's not where you play, it's how you play.